let's move on to the next one. And this one did not go exactly the way I was thinking. I expected an Indiana win, even though it is hard to beat a team twice in a season. We know that is true. I don't know the exact number on it, but it's got to be over 50%. Like, if you play a team again, you lose. But I mean, Indiana, they just came out balls to the wall. They did not give a shit. Pick 6 from the jump. Everybody's saying they're cheaters now because there's like 5 straight games that they've had an interception on the first their first possession of defense. I'm like, dude,
or that's just a really good defensive play that he read that shit from the get.
Maybe they're good at their film study. Oh my God, everybody gets all 22 footage. People can study film. They know what's going on. These guys are in the fucking locker room. They're in the meeting rooms. These guys know how to operate.
And the amount of times we've had to watch this one play in replay, the one thing that I noticed is that he was playing man to man. He was playing man to man with the over the top help.
Yeah.
So he could play tight, and as soon as that receiver cut, he jumped it. That's all it was. It was as simple as that.
Yeah, and it's disguising the defensive set. And because when I was watching Landon Tangwell, he's on Twitter. He's great at film study. And he's like, it's a cover 2 shade, and the way that it's shaded over, it looks like the far corner is going to be the one dropping back, but he's not, so the way they're rotating, it just confuses the cornerback. It got, what's his nuts from Ohio State too, Julian Sayin.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude.
They confused the crap out of him.
It got him early, and the same thing happened here against Dante Moore.
Yep.
But when you look at this game, I mean, Oregon gave him 21 points in that first half. Bad fumbles. And I know, Oregon, I commend you. This was tough. Your whole running back room was basically gone between transfers and then the sickness you had. You had a free safety and a strong safety stepping in to play running back. So, I mean, you had a fumble in your own zone from, this RPO where the running back hit the quarterback's arm. What can you do about that? That's just shit. That's just shit luck, man.
Yep.
So Oregon, I mean, you spot them 21 points, and then you can't do that to this Indiana team. Mendoza is just too clinical, and the running game is just too stout.
And their offensive schemes are just too good.
Yeah.
They are like literally preying on you every chance they get. And as you can see, Cignetti's not taking the starters out. He is going to take you down and make you hurt.
And everybody questioned the depth of this Indiana team. Trevor,
they don't care.
Coming in. And it was a thing in my mind when I'm looking at the, setting up the playoff bracket and who I'm picking. I'm like, this is a run for Indiana. And they don't have the depth that these other teams do. They don't have the star power, but they don't care. They don't need it because
I honestly think that's just the way they've been conditioned.
It is.
The starters will play all game, every game, the whole way through as much as possible.
Yeah. When it was the fourth quarter and they were still slinging, I was like, God dang, man. I'm like, hey, I made a bet. I was like, I need Surratt to score another touchdown, and they got it. I was like, holy shit. It's like the fourth quarter and they still got him the ball. All right, let's go. I wasn't expecting to win that one. But it's just so impressive.
Yeah, shoot. Both those games, I put a little side bet on both those games. They're all prop bets, but everybody hit. Yeah, everyone hit.
Everybody hit that night. And I'll say, looking at, the Oregon side of it, just to talk about them a bit, Moore didn't have a bad game, but he had some misfires. He was getting pressured. You could tell he didn't, there was times he didn't feel comfortable. And then on the running side of it, they still got some yards on the ground. I mean, there were some gashes, there were some big runs. The one was a 71-yard, run, but outside of that, they bottled them up pretty well. And again, I know they were down on running backs, but when you consider this Indiana team lost their starting defensive tackle to a self-inflicted injury from celebrating, was in the conference championship game, right? And they're still locking people down on the ground. They locked down Alabama. They locked down, it doesn't matter. This team is just nasty right now, Trevor.
So what I'll say about Oregon is I think that what Indiana showed is that their lack of elite wide receivers.
Yeah.
I think that they have good or decent wide receivers, but nobody was getting open. Nobody was breaking away from these corners at all. Like they weren't making any plays. It was like, okay, you're down some running backs. Okay, great. So you use the pass and try and set up a few runs here and there.
Well, this is where Oregon fans will get mad at you because they're going to, well, we've got talent. But where
you may have talent, but where the hell were they?
DeCorian Moore is a 5-star elite talent, and he had 2 catches.
Disappeared.
This is something that I think Dan Lanning is a young coach. He is going to get this thing right. I mean, look at where they've already gotten. Like, there's a joke going on social media that like each next year it seems that they're improving. So next year they'll make the national title, but they'll get blown out in it. And then the next year they'll win. They might win it.
Yeah. So it's a 4-year plan.
Because last year it was, they made the conference championship game, or they made the round 1 and they lost. They won the Big Ten conference. They made round 1, got blown out by Ohio State. This year, they made it to round 2 and they got blown out. So we'll see what happens. But I think there's talent on these teams. They've hit the portal well. And we'll talk about that here in a second. They're building this roster. They've got a good coaching staff.
Yeah.
I just be patient, Oregon fans. I know you guys want this shit so bad. I know the joke is Oregon still doesn't have a national title. I got it. You guys are close. Okay. You guys are a good team. Indiana, on the other hand, the talking point right now, Trevor, is that they're an old team. Everybody's like, well, they're like 25 years old. So of course they're going to be, everybody has the opportunity to go out and get people that they are. All these guys are from fucking JMU or are 3-star talents.
I'm just telling you,
it doesn't matter.
Like your argument, that argument falls on deaf ears for me.
Yeah,
because I'm telling you right now. So you're telling me that all these teams that they're beating have 4 or 5-star elite talents that are also,
and they're not just
freshmen. They are all freshmen.
That's the shit that cracks me up. Is everybody's like, well, they're all 24 and 20. All seniors are like 23 years old, 24 years
22,
old.
22, 23. And then you got graduate transfers and all that stuff. Like, come on, guy.
You're telling me your entire 4- and 5-star roster is just freshmen and sophomores?
Yeah, no.
Get out of here. That's
not. There is not one roster in the playoff this year that is like that.
Yes, and I do think that this Indiana team is setting an example of especially Miami too. Going out and getting the veteran quarterback and finding them. Dante Moore, he is a veteran. He had a good game, but Mendoza is just better today. He only threw 177 yards. They were all dimes. These passes were perfect.
Yep.
They're elite corners that Oregon does have. We're in position. They're just great passes.
He was killing them with the back shoulder pass. My goodness. That was wow. And also I want to say, hats off to all the receivers at Indiana because they didn't drop one fucking ball. I swear to God.
They catched it.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was just like magnets to their hands.
Yeah.